number 65, we should ask ourselves, what would Jesus do? This has been made popular by Charles Sheldon's book, In His Steps. And it is a question that many Christians believe we should ask. Some wear the WWJD bracelets and some have the WWJD bumper stickers. And on the surface it sounds good, but there's really a problem with that approach to living the Christian life. First of all, to ask what would Jesus do implies what would Jesus do if he were here? Well, the reality is Jesus is here. He is in you. The one who's joined together to the Lord is one spirit with him, 1 Corinthians 6:17 says. And so he is here. So rather than ask what would Jesus do, we should be thinking, well, Christ lives in me right now. One guy said to me, I let the letters WWJD stand for watch what Jesus does. Another reason why I think the what would Jesus do movement misses the mark is because it assumes that we would know what Jesus would do in a situation if we look back at the historical Christ and tried to guess. And the truth is, when you read the New Testament, Jesus always did unpredictable things. He was constantly surprising his disciples and frustrating them. He would speak when they thought he shouldn't speak. He would keep silent when they thought he should speak up. He would go to this place when they thought he shouldn't go there, and then he would not go to another place when they believed he ought to go there. And so to guess what the historical Jesus would do, well, they couldn't even guess it, and they lived with him. So what makes us think we would know that? And the third thing, finally, is to ask what would Jesus do, even if we could know, by what power would we do those things that Jesus would do? I mean, we don't have the sheer determination within ourselves to imitate the life of Jesus. So the idea that we should ask what would Jesus do, it sounds good on the surface, but it's a lie. Because Christ lives in us and he wants to express his life through us right now. The Christian life is not a life of imitating the life of Jesus. The Christian walk is a life of participating in the life of Jesus, allowing him to animate our choices and our actions so that the behavior of our lifestyle is an expression of the life of the indwelling Christ. Ask yourself, what would Jesus do? No, though it sounds good, that's a lie. We don't need to ask that question. We simply need to rest in Christ and let him do what he wants to do in and through us at every moment. Now that is a truth that will set you free in your own grace walk.